There are 5 sedans sitting in dealerships right now, all under 25 grand, that will outlast your mortgage, your student loans, and probably your will to live in traffic. One of them has been documented past 800,000 miles. Another one costs just $362 a year to maintain. That's less than your phone bill. After 20 years of turning wrenches, I've watched thousands of cars roll in and out. Some come back every month. These 5? I almost never see them for anything but oil changes. And that's the problem, for my wallet anyway. There's a running joke in every shop I've worked in. If you want to stay busy, don't recommend these cars. But I'm going to tell you exactly which ones they are, which model years to hunt for, which ones to avoid like a check engine light at 4:59 on a Friday, and I'm saving the most bulletproof one for last. That one's probably sitting in your neighbor's driveway right now with 247,000 miles on it. Today we're counting down 5 sedans under $25,000 that mechanics actually buy for themselves and recommend to their own families. I'm ranking them by total cost of ownership, real-world longevity, and shop floor experience. Number 1 might surprise you, or it might confirm what you already suspected. Now, pay attention to number 2 on this list. That's the one that catches people off guard because they think it's too expensive. It's not. And number 1? I've literally had customers argue with me when I tell them to buy it. They think I'm being lazy. Stick around and I'll tell you why they're wrong. Number 5 is the car that Kelley Blue Book says costs 60% less to repair than other compact sedans. 60%? That's not marketing, that's data from millions of repair records. I had a customer last year bring in a 2014 Civic with 289,000 miles on it. She wanted me to tell her it was time to let go. I checked it over, ran the diagnostics, looked underneath. I couldn't find anything wrong with it that wasn't just normal wear. The water pump was original. The timing chain looked fine. She drove out of here disappointed that I couldn't give her permission to buy something new. The Civic's secret is boring engineering. The 1.8-liter 4-cylinder in the 2012 to 2015 models uses a timing chain instead of a belt, so no $800 replacement at 100,000 miles. The transmission, if you're smart and get the conventional automatic or manual, just works. RepairPal gives it a 4.5 out of 5 reliability rating, ranking 3rd out of 36 compact cars. Annual repair cost, $368. That's not a typo. The industry average for compacts is over $400. Severe repair probability is just 9% compared to 11% average. You're looking at maybe 1 unexpected shop visit per year. Here's the catch: avoid the 2016 through 2018 models with the 1.5 turbo if you live somewhere cold. There's an oil dilution issue where fuel gets into your oil on short trips. Not a deal breaker in warm climates, but in Minnesota? Get the 2.0-liter naturally aspirated or look at 2020 and newer where Honda fixed it. My verdict on the Civic: buy a 2013 to 2015 with the 1.8-liter for 8 to 14 grand, change the oil every 5,000 miles, and plan on keeping it until your kids learn to drive in it. Buy this if you want the lowest possible operating costs and don't care about impressing anyone. Skip it if you need serious backseat space or you want something with actual acceleration. Alright, that's the small one. Number 4 stays in the Honda family, but it's bigger, more comfortable, and honestly, just as bulletproof. Number 4 is the car that RepairPal ranks number 1 out of 24 midsize sedans for reliability. Not number 2. Not top 5. Number 1. There's a guy named Ken Chan who drove a 1992 Accord to 628,000 miles on a 100-mile daily commute. 7 days a week. That's not a legend, that's documented by Honda. And it's not just old Accords. I see 2013s and 2014s come through with 200,000 plus miles, and the owners are just there for brakes and tires. The engines don't quit. The Accord's 2.4-liter K24 engine from the 2013 to 2017 models is one of Honda's best. It's naturally aspirated, uses a timing chain, and the 4-cylinder version especially just keeps running. The V6 with the 3.5-liter is also solid but requires timing belt service around 100,000 miles. Budget $760 to $1,170 for that. Annual maintenance cost, $400. Shop visits for unscheduled repairs? 0.3 times per year. That means most years, you're not going in for anything unexpected. AC compressor replacement if it fails, $920 to $1,552. But if is doing a lot of work in that sentence. If you're buying a 2018 or newer with the 1.5 turbo, same warning as the Civic. Watch for oil dilution in cold climates. The 2.0 turbo with the 10-speed automatic is the better choice if you can find it. More power, no CVT, fewer reported issues. Check your oil level at every fill-up on turbo models. My verdict: the 2015 to 2017 Accord is the sweet spot, around $12,000 to $18,000, proven reliability, available V6 if you want power, and Honda sensing safety tech on higher trims. Buy this if you want room to grow, need highway comfort, and plan to keep the car past 200,000 miles. Skip it if you want sporty handling or cutting-edge tech. The Accord is comfortable, not exciting. Now we're leaving Honda territory. Number 3 is the car that everyone expects on this list, and for good reason. Number 3. RepairPal ranks it number 1 out of 36 compact cars for reliability. Annual repair cost? $362. That's the lowest on this entire list. A regional sales rep in New England drove a 1992 Corolla past 800,000 miles. There's a 2016 Corolla documented at 532,000 miles with the original drivetrain. Here's the stat that matters. 97.5% of Corollas sold in the last decade are still on the road today. Not survived, still in daily use. The 1.8-liter 2ZRF engine is one of the most reliable engines Toyota has ever made. It's simple, it's efficient, and it just doesn't break. The newer 2.0-liter dynamic force in the SE and XSE models has port and direct injection combined, which keeps the valves clean. Early data looks excellent. Quick break. If this kind of straight talk is helping you out, hit that subscribe button. I've got more videos coming on cars to avoid that'll save you even more money. Alright, back to it. Here's the math that matters. $362 average annual repair cost. 7% severe repair probability versus 11% average. You're looking at spending less on maintenance over the Corolla's lifetime than you'll spend on gas. Now, I know what you're thinking, what about the CVT? Toyota's CVT is not the same as Nissan's. The K313 CVT has been in Corollas since 2014 with no major failure patterns. Expected lifespan is 125,000 to 185,000 miles minimum with proper maintenance. Change that CVT fluid every 60,000 miles. Ignore the lifetime fill nonsense, and it'll last. My verdict: 2014 to 2017 Corolla LE with the 1.8-liter for $12,000 to $16,000 is probably the safest used car purchase you can make in America right now. Buy this if you want zero drama, maximum reliability, and the cheapest ownership experience possible. Skip it if you ever want to feel excited about driving. The Corolla is transportation. Excellent transportation. But it's not fun. Alright, number 2. This is where I lose some people, because they see the badge and assume it's expensive to own. Watch this. Number 2 is a luxury sedan that costs less to maintain than a Honda Accord. I'm not joking. The Lexus ES has a 6% severe repair probability. The luxury midsize average? 12%. I've worked on ES 350s with 280,000 miles where the biggest expense was tires and brakes. The engine, that 3.5-liter 2GR V6, is the same one in the Camry, the Avalon, the Highlander, the RAV4. It's been proven across millions of vehicles. This is a Toyota Camry in a suit. Same platform, same drivetrain, same reliability, but with leather, better sound deadening, and a badge that somehow costs less to insure in some areas because Lexus drivers file fewer claims. The 2GR-FE engine has documented examples past 400,000 miles. Annual repair cost, $468. That's cheaper than the $526 midsize car average and way below the $739 luxury midsize average. You're paying Camry money for BMW-level comfort. Avoid the 2007 to 2009 models. Dashboard melting issues, VVTi oil line problems, and they were part of the accelerator pedal recall. Target 2013 to 2018 for the sweet spot. Proven reliability, modern safety features, and prices between $15,000 and $22,000 for a car that cost $45,000 new. My verdict: the Lexus ES is the best-kept secret in the used car market. You get 90% of the Camry's reliability, 100% of its drivetrain, and a car that looks and feels expensive without the expensive repairs. Buy this if you want comfort, quiet, and reliability without sacrificing interior quality. Skip it if you want driving engagement. The ES floats like a cloud but drives like one too. Alright. Number 1. The car that mechanics joke about because it keeps our shops empty. Number 1. The car that's so reliable, the running joke in every shop I've ever worked in is, if you want to stay busy, don't recommend Camrys. I've had customers bring in Camrys asking me to find something wrong so they have an excuse to buy something new. I check everything: engine, transmission, suspension, brakes, and I have to tell them their 15-year-old car with 230,000 miles has another 5 years left in it. They drive away disappointed. A 2002 Camry V6 was documented at 500,000 miles. Mobile One ran a 2015 Camry engine to 500,000 miles on a dynamometer and found minimal wear. The 3.5-liter V6 is bulletproof. The 2.5-liter four-cylinder from 2012 onward is nearly as good. Toyota's 8-speed automatic is reliable. The only Camrys I ever tell people to avoid? The 2007 to 2009 models with the 2.4-liter four-cylinder, excessive oil consumption from bad piston rings. Everything else? Just change the oil and drive it. $388 annual repair cost versus $526 for the average midsize. Severe repair probability, 11%, about industry average, and the repairs that do happen are cheap. The water pump fails around 100,000 miles? $380 to $510. That's it. That's your worst-case scenario on a well-maintained Camry. Target the 2020 to 2022 models in the $18,000 to $24,000 range with 30,000 to 50,000 miles. You'll get modern safety tech, Toyota Safety Sense standard, and an engine that'll still be running when you hand it down to your grandkids. Here's the mechanic math on the Camry. You'll spend more on gas over its lifetime than you will on repairs. That's not a joke. That's real data from millions of owners. If you want the safest, most reliable used sedan purchase in America, you're looking at it. Buy this if you want zero surprises, low costs, and a car you can hand down to the next generation. Skip it if you want anyone to notice your car or feel anything when you drive. The Camry is invisible, and that's exactly why it works. So there it is, 5 sedans under 25 grand that mechanics actually buy for themselves and recommend to their families. Honda Civic, Honda Accord, Toyota Corolla, Lexus ES, and the Toyota Camry. Not because they're exciting, because they work. You now know more about what actually lasts than 90% of car buyers walking onto a lot this weekend. Next time someone tries to sell you on reliability, you'll know what that word actually means and what it costs. Now, if you want to know the sedans I tell people to avoid, the ones with $5,000 repair bills hiding under the hood, I made a whole video ranking the 4 immortal sedans mechanics always praise. Links right here. That's 20 years of shop experience talking. Like if it helped, subscribe for more car advice. I'll keep giving you truth dealerships won't. Drive safe, take care of your car, and it'll take care of you. Take it or leave it, I'll see you in the next one.